12 reactions of your body to consuming 5 grams of creatine a day. Known for its high capacity to improve physical performance and help muscle growth, creatine is one of the most popular supplements among athletes and fitness enthusiasts. That's why in this video we're going to explain all 12 reactions your body has, both positive and possible negative, when you take 5 grams of creatine every day. Stay tuned until the end because I'm sure you have no idea about reaction number 7. Number 1. It prevents muscle aging. As we age, there is a natural decrease in muscle mass and strength, known as sarcopenia, which can negatively affect quality of life and functional independence in the elderly. Creatine supplementation has been studied as an effective strategy to mitigate these effects. Firstly, creatine increases the synthesis of muscle proteins, which are essential for muscle growth and maintenance. This helps to counteract the loss of muscle mass associated with aging. In addition, creatine significantly improves exercise capacity, allowing for more intense and effective workouts. This is crucial for maintaining muscle strength and physical functionality in the elderly. By increasing phosphocreatine reserves in the muscles, creatine provides a rapid source of ATP during muscle contraction, favoring muscle recovery and endurance. These effects not only protect muscle cells from damage, but also promote better cognitive function in the elderly, indirectly improving coordination and preventing falls. Number 2. Improves mental health and cognitive function. As well as playing a key role in supplying energy to the muscles, creatine does the same for the brain. Because of this, some studies have shown that creatine supplementation can be beneficial in various neurological conditions. For example, in Parkinson's disease, where mitochondrial dysfunction and oxidative stress are key factors in neuronal degeneration, creatine can help maintain mitochondrial function and reduce oxidative damage. A study published in the journal Neurobiology of Aging investigated the effects of creatine supplementation in animal models of neurodegenerative diseases. In this study, rats with symptoms similar to those of Parkinson's disease were treated with creatine. The results showed that creatine significantly improved the animal's motor function and reduced neuronal degeneration. The authors concluded that creatine has significant therapeutic potential for slowing the progression of neurodegeneration in conditions such as Parkinson's disease. In addition to Parkinson's disease, there is evidence to suggest that creatine may be useful in other neurological diseases such as Huntington's disease and muscular dystrophies. In Huntington's disease, for example, creatine can help improve mitochondrial function and reduce cell death. Number 3. Effects on the kidneys. The kidneys play a crucial role in filtering waste and substances from the blood, including creatinine, a byproduct of creatine metabolism. An increase in creatinine levels can lead to the misinterpretation that there is kidney dysfunction, although this increase is usually benign and simply reflects the higher creatine intake. In healthy individuals, creatine supplementation at recommended doses has shown no significant adverse effects on kidney function. However, high doses of creatine or long-term use can potentially overload the kidneys. This is because the kidneys have to work harder to excrete the additional creatinine produced. Although most studies have found no evidence of kidney damage in healthy people, individuals with pre-existing kidney conditions, such as chronic kidney disease, should be particularly cautious. For these people, even creatine supplementation in moderate doses can pose an additional risk. Staying well hydrated is essential when taking creatine. Creatine increases water retention in the muscles, which can reduce the amount of water available for other bodily functions, including kidney filtration. Dehydration can, in turn, increase the workload on the kidneys and potentially exacerbate existing or underlying kidney problems. Therefore, in addition to adequate fluid intake, to minimize any potential risks associated with creatine supplementation, it is important that before you start taking it, you consult your doctor or a professional expert in the field. Remember, Each body reacts differently to each substance. Number 4. Improved cardiovascular health. One of the mechanisms proposed by creatine is the reduction of homocysteine levels, an amino acid in the blood which, at high levels, is associated with an increased risk of heart disease. A significant study addressing this topic was published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism in 2005. This study was conducted by researchers at the University of Hull in the UK and investigated the effects of creatine supplementation on homocysteine levels in a group of individuals with moderately elevated homocysteine levels. In the study, 20 participants were divided into two groups. One group received 5 grams of creatine a day for 4 weeks, while the other group received a placebo. The homocysteine levels in the participants' blood were measured at the beginning and end of the study period. In addition, the researchers monitored other markers of cardiovascular health, such as blood pressure and blood lipid levels. The results showed that creatine supplementation significantly reduced homocysteine levels in the participants compared to the placebo group. Specifically, the group taking creatine had an average reduction of 25% in homocysteine levels, while the placebo group showed no significant changes. There were also no significant adverse effects on blood pressure or blood lipid levels, indicating that creatine was well tolerated by the participants. Reducing homocysteine levels is particularly relevant to cardiovascular health because high levels of homocysteine are associated with an increased risk of atherosclerosis, which is the buildup of plaque on artery walls, and other cardiovascular problems. Homocysteine can damage the lining of the arteries and promote the formation of blood clots, increasing the risk of adverse cardiac events such as heart attacks and strokes. Number 5. Potential to reduce blood glucose. Creatine is widely known for its benefits in athletic performance and muscle recovery, but recent research also suggests that it may have a beneficial role in glucose metabolism, especially in people with insulin resistance or type 2 diabetes. A relevant study on this topic was published in the Journal of Physiology in 2011, conducted by researchers from the State University of Campinas in Brazil. The study investigated the effects of creatine supplementation on blood glucose and insulin sensitivity in individuals with type 2 diabetes. In this study, 25 participants with type 2 diabetes were divided into two groups. One group received daily supplementation of 5 grams of creatine per day along with an exercise program, while the other group participated only in the exercise program without creatine supplementation. The exercise program consisted of aerobic and resistance activities, performed 3 times a week for a period of 12 weeks. The results of the study showed that the group receiving creatine had a reduction of approximately 20% in fasting blood glucose levels compared to the control group. In addition, insulin sensitivity also improved by around 25% in the creatine group. In addition, creatine can increase the phosphocreatine content in the muscles, which can improve the efficiency of energy metabolism and contribute to better blood glucose regulation. It is for these reasons that creatine supplementation, in combination with physical exercise, can be an effective strategy for improving glycemic control in individuals with type 2 diabetes. Number 6. Creatine's impact on recovery from injury. Creatine has been shown to have a significant impact on recovery from injuries, especially muscle injuries and physical trauma. A relevant study that supports this claim is the one carried out in 2002 by Rawson and his colleagues. In this study, the researchers investigated the effects of creatine supplementation on recovery from exercise-induced muscle injuries. The participants were divided into two groups, a group that received doses of creatine for 16 days in a row, and a placebo group. After a high-intensity exercise protocol that induced muscle damage, the results of the study showed that the group that received creatine supplementation experienced a significant reduction in muscle damage levels. In addition, this group reported less muscle soreness and a faster recovery of muscle strength compared to the placebo group. Number 7. Possible gastrointestinal discomfort. Although creatine is widely used and considered safe for most people, it can cause gastrointestinal discomfort in some individuals. The most common symptoms include nausea, diarrhea, abdominal pain, and bloating. These adverse effects usually occur when creatine is taken in high doses or when the form of administration is not appropriate. One of the main reasons for these discomforts is creatine's solubility. Creatine monohydrate, the most common form of the supplement, may not dissolve completely in water. When consumed, undissolved creatine can cause irritation in the gastrointestinal tract, resulting in symptoms such as nausea and abdominal pain. To minimize these effects, it is advisable to completely dissolve creatine in a sufficient amount of water or other liquid before consuming it. Diarrhea is another reported side effect, especially when high doses of creatine are taken in one go. This can occur because creatine attracts water to the intestine, increasing the volume of liquid in the stool and leading to more frequent and liquid bowel movements. To avoid this problem, many experts recommend dividing the daily dose of creatine into several smaller portions throughout the day rather than consuming a large single dose. In addition, some people may have an individual sensitivity to creatine, making them more prone to these discomforts. In this case, experimenting with different forms of creatine, such as micronized creatine or creatine ethyl ester, which are more soluble and can be better tolerated, can be a solution. Adequate hydration also plays a crucial role in reducing gastrointestinal side effects. Drinking plenty of water helps dilute creatine and facilitates its absorption by the body, reducing the likelihood of gastrointestinal irritation. Number 8. Increases performance in high-intensity sports. Creatine plays a key role in energy production during high-intensity, short-duration activities such as sprinting and weightlifting. When you consume creatine as a supplement, intramuscular levels of this compound increase significantly, allowing for faster synthesis of ATP, the main form of cellular energy. During high-intensity exercise, the demand for ATP increases rapidly. Creatine acts as a phosphate donor, helping to regenerate ATP more quickly. This means that muscles can sustain intense efforts for a slightly longer period before muscle fatigue sets in. In addition, creatine can also aid water retention within muscle cells, which can increase perceived muscle volume and potentially improve strength and endurance. This effect can be especially beneficial for athletes seeking performance gains in explosive and power sports. Number 9. Creatine on a vegetarian and vegan diet. Creatine supplementation can be especially beneficial for people who follow vegetarian or vegan diets. Creatine is normally obtained through the diet, mainly from meat and fish sources, which means that vegetarians and vegans may have lower levels of this important compound. A lack of creatine can affect muscle energy, physical performance, and even cognitive function. Studies have shown that vegetarians who take creatine supplements show a marked improvement in memory and intelligence tests compared to those who don't take supplements. This suggests that creatine also plays a crucial role in brain health, which may be underestimated in meat-free diets. Regular supplementation can therefore not only compensate for a lack of creatine in the diet, but also improve aspects of health and well-being that go beyond physical performance. Number 10. Increased bone density. Bone density is a crucial indicator of skeletal health, as denser bones are less susceptible to fractures and other injuries. This is particularly important for older individuals or those with conditions that affect bone health, such as osteoporosis. Creatine supplementation can contribute to increased bone density in several ways. Firstly, creatine is known to improve physical capacity and muscle strength, which allows individuals to perform resistance exercises with greater intensity and frequency. Resistance exercise, such as weightlifting, is one of the most effective methods for increasing bone density, as it promotes bone remodeling and structural strengthening. In addition to the indirect impact through exercise, there are also direct biological mechanisms by which creatine can influence bone health. Creatine can help increase the synthesis of proteins, including those that are essential components of the bone matrix. This can result in stronger, denser bones over time. It also improves the activity of osteoblastic cells, which are responsible for bone formation, and reduces the activity of osteoclastic cells, which are responsible for bone resorption. Staying hydrated is particularly important when considering the effects of creatine on bone density. Well-hydrated bones are more resilient and less prone to injury. In addition, proper hydration helps ensure that nutrients essential for bone health, such as calcium and phosphorus, are efficiently transported and utilized by the body. Number 11. Resistance to oxidative stress. Oxidative stress occurs when there is an imbalance between the production of free radicals and the body's ability to neutralize them with antioxidants. This imbalance can lead to cell damage and is associated with aging and various diseases. Creatine acts as an effective antioxidant in several ways. Firstly, it directly neutralizes free radicals, helping to stabilize harmful molecules and reducing their potential to cause damage to muscle cells and other tissues. In addition, creatine increases the efficiency of the body's natural antioxidant defenses, such as glutathione, which plays a crucial role in detoxifying free radicals. Another mechanism by which creatine combats oxidative stress is by preserving mitochondria, the organelles responsible for energy production in cells. Mitochondria are vulnerable to oxidative damage due to the high production of free radicals during the energy generation process. Creatine helps maintain the integrity of the mitochondria, thus ensuring more efficient energy production and reducing the excessive generation of free radicals. Studies also suggest that creatine supplementation can reduce oxidative stress biomarkers in conditions of compromised health, such as in people with neurodegenerative diseases, or in situations of intense physical stress, such as high-intensity exercise. Therefore, creatine not only acts as a vital energy substrate for muscle cells, but also plays a key role in protecting against oxidative stress. Number 12. Promotes better muscle recovery. Creatine plays a crucial role in muscle recovery after intense workouts. During exercise, particularly strength or endurance training, muscle fibers suffer small injuries or micro-disturbances. It is during the recovery process that these fibers repair themselves, thus gaining strength and volume. Creatine helps this process in several ways. Firstly, by increasing the availability of ATP, it allows muscles to continue to function effectively even under stress, reducing the amount of damage they suffer during exercise. In addition, creatine stimulates the activity of satellite cells, which are essential for muscle repair and growth. These cells act as a repair resource within the muscles, becoming active when damage occurs. When stimulated by the presence of creatine, they increase the regenerative capacity of muscle tissue, resulting in faster and more effective recovery. This not only reduces the risk of injury due to muscle fatigue, but also reduces the time needed between workouts, allowing for more frequent workouts without compromising muscle health.